We are learning much more about flights that are bringing migrant children into the state of New York.
New York City should be responsible for handling a national problem.
Now taking new steps to identify migrants who are eligible to apply for work permits and help them with the application process.
At the Port Authority, you deserve the dignity and respect that this city continues to show.
Why are you here in the U.S.? Why can't you go back to your country? Have you been harmed in your country? Do you fear harm in your country?
Secret flights of migrants. In the shadowy corridors of immigration policy, a clandestine operation unfolds, shrouded in secrecy and cloaked in controversy. Behind closed doors, tens of thousands of migrants are whisked into the heart of America each month, their arrival veiled under the guise of asylum seeking. From the embattled lands of Venezuela to the strife-torn streets of Nicaragua, these desperate souls are airlifted, their hopes and dreams suspended in midair. With each flight, the numbers swell, reaching a staggering total of 300,000 individuals, a silent invasion orchestrated beneath the radar of public scrutiny. For too long, the truth lay concealed, hidden behind bureaucratic veils and obscured by political agendas. But now, the curtain has been lifted, exposing the clandestine machinations of immigration policy. The revelation sends shockwaves through the nation, igniting a firestorm of debate and dissent. How could such a massive influx of migrants evade the watchful eyes of the American people? Where is the transparency, the accountability, in a system shrouded in secrecy? Who are these migrants, and what drives them to risk everything for a chance at asylum? Are they truly fleeing persecution, or are darker forces at play? The air crackles with suspicion as whispers of ulterior motives echo through the corridors of power. Amidst the chaos, one thing remains clear. The status quo is no longer tenable. The veil of secrecy has been torn asunder, revealing the gaping chasm between perception and reality. It is a wake-up call, a clarion call to action, demanding accountability and transparency in our immigration policies. For the migrants caught in the crossfire, it is a harrowing journey into the unknown, a leap of faith into the arms of uncertainty. Their dreams of a better life collide with the harsh realities of a system shrouded in shadows, their fate hanging in the balance. But as the storm rages on, one thing becomes abundantly clear: the time for silence is over. Impact on states. A network of flights weaves a complex web, carrying stories of hope, uncertainty, and the pursuit of a better life. Across this expanse, the impact of these journeys extends far beyond mere coordinates on a map. It's a tapestry woven with threads of resilience, challenge, and the undeniable human spirit. From the sun-drenched shores of Florida to the bustling streets of Pennsylvania and the soulful bayous of Louisiana, the landscape of America is marked by the footprints of migrants. Yet within this patchwork, there lies a tale of disproportionality. Florida stands as a beacon, receiving a staggering 80% of all migrant flights. It's a statistic that speaks volumes, painting a vivid portrait of the unequal burdens shouldered by certain regions. But behind these numbers lies a deeper narrative, one that whispers of the urgent need for change. It's a call to arms for a more equitable and coordinated approach to immigration management. Imagine a world where resources are distributed not based on geography, but on the genuine needs of communities striving to navigate the complexities of migration.
We are learning much more about flights that are bringing migrant children into the state of New York.
Still, though, lots of questions and not too many answers about those flights coming into here. Now, a spokesperson for County Executive Latimer says that they addressed this issue thoroughly back in August. Customs and Border Patrol and Health and Human Services for more information about what happens and the process for these immigrants.
The skies are not just pathways for planes, they're bridges connecting hearts and minds across borders. Each flight is a chapter in a larger saga, urging us to rethink our systems, to reimagine a world where compassion and solidarity reign supreme. As we look to the horizon, let us not forget that the true measure of a nation lies not just in its borders, but in the way it welcomes, supports, and uplifts those who seek refuge within them. Eligibility and asylum process. The path to asylum is laden with hurdles, each more formidable than the last. For migrants arriving via this program, hope flickers on the horizon, yet it is shrouded in the shadows of stringent eligibility criteria. To even tread upon this path, one must possess the elusive key, a supporter within the borders of the U.S., and undergo the scrutiny of meticulous background checks. The asylum process, already a labyrinth of complexities and uncertainties, finds itself further entangled by the influx of migrants ushered in through this initiative. Each case becomes a delicate balancing act, a tightrope walk between the imperative of compassion and the imperative of security.
Now taking new steps to identify migrants who are eligible to apply for work permits and help them with the application process.
New York City should be responsible for handling a national problem.
New York City is handling an influx of migrants.
Today, the city opened the first Asylum Seeker Resource Navigation Center.
At the Port Authority, you deserve the dignity and respect that this city continues to show.
Well, there is some growing debate over whether migrants here in New York City should be granted expedited work visas.
For immigration authorities, the task at hand is nothing short of Herculean. How does one navigate the treacherous waters of humanitarian concerns while keeping a vigilant eye on the ever-shifting sands of national security interests? It's a question without a simple answer, a puzzle whose pieces refuse to fit neatly together. Amidst the chaos and the cacophony of conflicting priorities, one truth remains steadfast: the human face of migration. Behind every statistic, every policy debate, lies a story, a narrative of hope, fear, and the relentless pursuit of a better tomorrow. In the corridors of power and in the hearts of communities, the echoes of this narrative reverberate. It's a call to action, a plea for empathy in a world too often defined by division. For in the end, the true measure of a nation lies not in its borders, but in the compassion it extends to those who seek refuge within them. Lowering border crossings. The program is presented as a beacon of strategic foresight, a calculated maneuver to stem the tide of border crossings, ease the burden of congestion at the southern frontier, and fortify the bulwarks of national security. Through the prism of official rhetoric, it emerges as a conduit of order in a landscape often characterized by chaos. Under this banner, the program extends an olive branch to asylum seekers, offering them a sanctioned pathway into the U.S. Proponents extol its virtues, painting it as a streamlined solution to the labyrinthine complexities of immigration procedures.
Migrants are ineligible for asylum unless they follow lawful pathways into the United States.
And in fact, many migrants who cross illegally at the border here will be eligible to apply for asylum.
Why are you here in the U.S.? Why can't you go back to your country? Have you been harmed in your country? Do you fear harm in your country?
Some migrants have become so desperate to find housing, they're willing to sleep outside a reticketing center.
America, it's good. I like America. In my country, we have war, terrorists.
By ushering individuals through the front door of legality, they argue the program serves as a deterrent to the perilous allure of irregular migration routes. In their eyes, it stands as a testament to efficiency, a testament to progress. Yet lurking beneath this veneer of optimism lies a chorus of dissent. Critics raise their voices in protest, casting a critical gaze upon the program's lofty aspirations. They argue that while it may offer temporary respite, it fails to grapple with the underlying drivers of migration. Like a bandage hastily applied to a festering wound, they contend it merely masks the symptoms while leaving the root causes unaddressed. Refugee assistance. Whispers of hope ripple through the chaos. Discussions, weighty and profound, dance on the lips of policymakers and activists. Their gaze, now fixed on war-torn regions like Gaza, ignites a beacon of compassion, a beacon that promises refuge amidst the storm. But in this realm where humanity meets geopolitics, nothing is simple. As the idea of expanding programs to aid those fleeing conflict takes root, a tangled web of ethical quandaries and logistical puzzles emerges. It's a delicate dance between heart and head, between the urgency of compassion and the pragmatism of practicality. At its core lies a simple truth. Offering sanctuary to those in the grip of war is not just a choice, it's an obligation carved to the very soul of our shared humanity. Yet translating this noble intent into tangible action demands more than just goodwill. It demands a symphony of collaboration, a harmony between nations, and a chorus of voices raised in unison. For every life saved, there are borders to navigate, visas to secure, and bureaucracies to unravel. It's a labyrinth where good intentions can easily lose their way without the guiding light of careful coordination. The road to sanctuary is paved with the potholes of politics and the pitfalls of practicality. And then there are the whispers of consequence, the echoes of what-ifs that reverberate through the chambers of decision-makers. Will extending the reach of these programs sow seeds of stability or scatter sparks of discord? Will it be a lifeline or a lightning rod in the turbulent skies of international relations? These are not questions to be answered lightly. They demand the full measure of our collective wisdom, the sum of our experiences, and the courage to chart a course through uncharted waters. Public perception and response. The secret flights program, once veiled in shadows, now stands exposed to the piercing light of public scrutiny. As voices rise in discordant chorus, a tempest of debate swirls around its essence. To some, it's a beacon of hope, a testament to our shared humanity shining through the cracks of conflict. Yet for others, it's a pawn in the game of politics, a cloak for hidden agendas, or worse, a glaring sign of systemic shortcomings in addressing the tangled web of immigration woes. Caught in the crossfire are the host communities, grappling with the sudden influx of new faces, new stories, and new burdens. Their streets whisper with uncertainty, their hearts torn between empathy and apprehension. For them, the program is not just a headline, it's a reality that seeps into the fabric of their daily lives, shaping their perceptions and fueling their fears. And looming large on the horizon is the shadow of broader immigration policies, casting their long reach over the landscape of public opinion. How does this clandestine endeavor align with the grand tapestry of national interests? Does it weave a thread of compassion or unravel the delicate balance of sovereignty and security? There are no easy answers, no clear paths. Navigating the storm requires more than just a compass. It demands a keen understanding of the local pulse, a sensitivity to the nuances of culture and context. It's a dance of diplomacy, where every step must be measured, every move calculated. As the spotlight shifts and the spotlight fades, one thing remains certain. The journey ahead is fraught with challenges, but also brimming with possibilities. In the crucible of public discourse, amidst the clash of ideals and interests, lies the opportunity to forge a path forward, a path guided not by fear or folly, but by the unwavering light of compassion and understanding. That's all for this video, folks. See you next time.